I think basically the time may be wrong on this. Yesterday we were going to go live and my internet was a little bit wonky. It was going off and on due to storms. So I didn't think it would be the best time to go live. So let's try it today. All right, in this video, we're going to talk about things that you need to know for December. We're going to look at just general stuff happening. I've got some cards laid out. And also, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about some upcoming videos, and we can chat and just, kind of hang out for a while. It's been so long since I've done a live that I've kind of forgot what to do. So bear with me here. And I think I can follow along. Let's see. So what I'm doing right now is I'm kind of cleaning the cards with incense, preparing for this because I want to give you the best reading possible. I've been really busy with the Reiki clinic. December, January, well, actually, it starts in October. We get really busy with people wanting Reiki sessions, and also people are in, unfortunately, crisis because of the holidays. So, yeah, that's why I haven't been on as much, although I have been trying to make videos and still post a little bit here and there. But yeah, generally super busy. Overall, just the same old stuff. I am, as you can see by this layout, not at home still. So I have some other projects I'm working on. So yeah, that's kind of why the schedule's been a little bit wonky. All right, let me get my notes here and see what's happening. Once again, let me apologize for yesterday's. Oh, hi, how are you? For yesterday's mix up and not being able to come on like I wanted to. And I want to tell you guys today, I don't have anybody moderating. So if I'm a little bit late in saying hi or recognizing you, it's just because I'm not looking at the screen and nobody is poking me and telling me to. So I do apologize for that. This was kind of an impromptu thing. Um, yeah, this has been, it's been an interesting couple of months. We have, of course, I'm working on the end of the year stuff at work, but I'm also doing um, astrology and readings for 2023. And the Libra video is recorded. I'm putting the slides on it now. It's running really long. It's over 30 minutes, and I need to cut that down because that's probably way too much information. It's going to be overkill, and you probably don't really want to know that, right, Libras? So I hope to have it out this week in a more cohesive, shortened form. But we have some eclipse action going, and a lot of stuff is happening for Libra. So, yeah, on the 11th, the rat forecast for June through May goes live. And I am working on the year-long Chinese astrology overviews too, but I'm also working on something that's a little bit more digestible. That video I think is about 15 minutes long, 13 minutes long, something like that. And I did one just for fun. The community members already got to see it. It's something that's been requested. It is, okay, follow me on this. It is, if you were born a rat, but say a Sagittarius or a Leo or an Aries, Cancer, whatever it may be, kind of mashing up the two, what would be your forecast for the year of the rabbit? Yeah, that's not confusing at all, is it? So that's just a really fun mashup video that I did for the patrons and the community members, and it's going to go live for everybody else. I'm not sure, the 12th maybe. So the rat January through May forecast will come up, and then the next day that. And I would really love to do that for each sign, but honestly, I probably won't. So if you do have a request, if you are, say, born in the year of the dragon and you want to know, what Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and such can expect in the year of the rabbit, then let me know in the comment section below, or whatever sign you are, and yeah, and I will try to work on those in my spare time, because yeah, I got so much of that. So, hi everybody. I'm glad that you're here. And like I say, I'm sorry about not coming on yesterday, but it was going to be a stop and start internet process. So, yeah. Can you guys hear me? Let me look at the screen. Somebody say hello if you can hear me, and let me know. And then we'll get to these cards, and we're going to work on basically what you need to know, what you need to avoid in December. So, hello guys. Can you hear me? Somebody let me know. Hello. It's not boding well. Nobody's posting anything. Oh, here we go. I can hear you loud and clear. Awesome. Thank you. Hi, everybody. Hi, hi. Okay, good deal. All right. So let's do this. So I'm going to draw the first card for what you need to know in December. The next will be what you need to avoid in December. And then the last one will be what you need to do to really make the most of this energy. And of course, this is a general reading. This is my take on the cards. This is my take on the astrology, my take on the energy. So take it with a grain of salt. But hopefully, it will give you an idea of some of the challenges and obstacles coming up, and also some of the things that you can do to make this an easier month. Okay, so I am using the Moonology cards because, I really love this deck. It's a pretty deck. It's no nonsense. And I find that it gets right to the heart of the matter, or at least, in my readings it does. Okay, so let's go. What do you need? What do you need to know? I had to make sure my notes are right. Yeah, I've never done this before in my life. Hello. That was a joke. I've been doing this since I was 12. Okay. Okay. So, what you need to know: a personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. So, I would say first, if you're a Cancer, take note. Second, can you guys see that? Yeah, that looks pretty good. We all, pardon me, we all have this. We all have something that's going on that we're wrestling with, we're trying to get past, we're trying to avoid dealing with maybe, and we're just kind of hoping for the best. We're not talking about it with other people. We're not sharing our fears because it's not going to be helpful. You've done everything you could. Now you're just like, fingers crossed that things are going to get better. So what you need to know about this is everyone is struggling. It's not just you. This situation seems horrible and large, and you don't know if you're going to get through it, but guess what? You are. You're going to get through this. You're going to get past this, and it's going to change things for sure. It's going to shake things up, and you're not going to be the same person. But this is how we grow. This is how we move out of the cycles that suck our energy, that suck our focus, that take our resources, that generally, when we get stuck in those patterns, it seems like life is all about drudgery. Life is all about just making it. There's no happiness, there's no joy, there's no enthusiasm. So if you're stuck in that type of pattern, know that this is going to change. So what do you need to avoid in December to make the most of getting out of this cycle, if that makes any sense? So, okay, what do you need to avoid? Your hard work is paying off. Okay, I would say you need to avoid the urge to quit. Because literally everything you're doing is laying the groundwork for the next stage. So you may feel like you've been working really hard, and you have been, and not seeing a result. So the tendency to stop and try something else, that's what we're encouraged to do. If something's working, you keep doing it. If it doesn't seem to be paying off and paying off quickly, you try something else. You try a different avenue, you try a different approach. So I would say avoid that. Avoid giving up and trying to just throw as much as you can at the situation. Instead, keep doing what you're doing. Things are resolving themselves in the background, even though it may not feel like it. It may not feel like you're getting the results that you deserve or that you need. It is coming together. So don't quit, don't give up, and don't change tactics in the middle of this. So if you're applying for a job, let's say, and you're sending out resumes, you're making cold calls, you're out there, you're trying to get someone to notice you, you're trying to, get an interview, and you may feel like, what's the point? I've sent all these resumes out, I've wasted all this time, nothing has happened. Don't give up. It is working. People are seeing your stuff, and very soon the situation will change. But you've got to keep at it. You've got to keep sending those resumes. You've got to keep making those calls. You've got to keep letting people know your skills and that you're ready to work. And if you can keep that up and not give up, not take a job that is going to be maybe a band-aid but not really going to pay your bills, which will take all of your energy, and then you'll end up not being able to send those resumes. You can see how that cycle would work. So really, don't quit, keep working, keep moving forward. Okay, so the next card will be what you need to do. The answers you need are coming. Okay, which goes along with that of keep at it, keep working. Even though it may seem like things are not coming together, they are. The answers are coming. The solution is coming. You need to know that you are making progress. Spirit is helping you in the background, and that you are getting closer to a resolution to the situation, even though it doesn't feel like it, even though you're not seeing the results you need immediately. So I was discussing this with a client the other day. Sometimes it's really difficult to know when to push through an obstacle and when it's a sign you should give up, right? That's one of the hardest things. We're all challenged every day with this, whether this is dating, whether this is job related, whatever it is. When do you give up? When do you push and push and push? I would say this is the sign that you don't give up, that you keep pushing, you keep trying, you keep working, you keep turning the situation, you keep sending resumes, you keep, at it. You keep pushing it because there is a resolution coming. It just hasn't happened yet. We're still in the energy of the eclipse cycles. And a lot of people, the first eclipse was like, whew, it kind of was like, let's shake things up and see where they fall. The second eclipse was more about refining that energy and getting clear. So let's say you're trying to move, or you're thinking about moving, but it's, you don't know where you want to go. You don't know which direction, whether you should try and rent something, whether you should buy something, whether you should, move out of your kid's school district. You don't know. There's too many options. I would say that this second eclipse energy is really helping you redefine what's important to you. Is a bigger place more important, or staying in the same school district? Is it more important that, you're closer to work, or you're closer to your friends or your family? So all of that is still being worked through. We're coming out on the end of this cycle, and then I think it's going to be clear, and with that we're going to see that, yeah, things open up and it gets a lot easier to make these decisions. And once you're clear on what you want, then voila, the opportunities will present themselves. So we're still kind of in that holding pattern, but not much longer. So keep doing what you're doing, keep working, keep trying those solutions, keep sending out those resumes, or keep thinking and talking things through about, what you need to do with people, with advisors, with people that you trust, your family members too. Get everybody's input, and then make a decision that will be right based on your gut feeling and your intuition, because ultimately we know what we need to do. We just maybe don't want to do it because it's not going to be easy. So yeah, it's a lot, but it's also something that is going to change your life. It's going to change it in a way where it opens up all these opportunities that you haven't had before. So while this is a difficult place to be, it's exactly where you need to be. So I hope that kind of helps. So yeah, I don't know if that made any sense or not. So let's do another card pull, okay? Let me kind of pick these up and shuffle a little bit. I'm not going to pick up the entire deck at one time because they're going to go flying and nobody wants to see that. This is not a magic trick channel. It could be comedy though. Yeah, it could be comedy. So the big question that everybody is asking is about the economy. Are you asking about that too? About, what's happening? Are things going to go back to what they were? A few people have been asking me about the pandemic. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you needed to hear that. Yeah, I'm glad that it resonated with you. It's difficult with everything going on, and then we're being inundated with stuff in the news about how bad things are and about how bad they're going to get. So sometimes it's really difficult to put one foot in front of the other. But that's what we need to do. We need to keep moving forward. We need to keep at it. And the one thing that we know for sure is nothing is ever static. Things are always changing. So your situation will change. It will improve. But it's just going to take a little bit of time. So, all right, does anybody have a one-off question? I'll give you a minute there to let me know. And yeah, and I'll just pull a card right now and we'll see if Spirit has a just general message. Oh, look, hard work is paying off. Don't you love it? I've been shuffling and, same card comes up again. And that's something that happens quite a bit when the message is pretty clear and Spirit really wants us to understand. Your hard work is paying off. Keep at it. Keep moving forward. Keep doing it. Ah, hi, Madam Kate. Okay. Will you ever find your life partner? Okay, that's a good question. And I would I would say in a reading, will you ever find them or will you ever be with them? Which is it? Probably will you ever be with them, right? Sometimes we have to be pretty specific. So, I know you can't see me shuffling, but trust me, I am shuffling. All right. Oh, look at that. We'll throw that one up there. Conclusions are within your reach. And life partner. Confidence is your key to success. So I would say yes, you will find your life partner and you will probably end up with your life partner. But it's probably not going to be what you would think in the beginning. It's probably not going to be thunder and lightning. You're going to have a response to this person. Sure, you will. But it may not be swooning and fireworks. It may be irritation. It might be somebody who challenges you. It might be somebody who gets under your skin, which is kind of frightening, right? It might be somebody who has a lot of the qualities that you are looking for, but also seems to be headed in a different direction. And I say that because generally when we're talking about life partners, we're looking at two people moving through lifetimes together in a stream, right? And we're not always pacing each other. Sometimes one is ahead, sometimes one is kind of behind on the evolution. Sometimes they go off in left field. It's all these opportunities for free choice, all these opportunities for personal growth, all these opportunities that really make life interesting, right? So your life partner may have gone off, I don't want to say off course, but maybe doing some things that are a little bit different. So in other words, let's say you're a spiritual person and they may not be very spiritual right now. Now, that doesn't mean that they're not going to be spiritual in the next couple of years, but that may be one of the prerequisites you have in dating someone is they must be spiritual. So, what I'm saying is don't discount that. You'll probably have a reaction to this person. You'll probably feel very strongly about them, be intrigued, be attracted, but there'll be a few things like, I really wanted this, or I really would like someone in my life who brings these qualities. So don't discount that. I think you need to stay confident, you need to stay upbeat, you need to keep working on you, and you need to believe in you. And then that confidence will radiate out and will be like a beacon to attract that person to you. And perhaps even show them that they can get through their challenges, that they can move forward easily when they are confident that they can get past things. So, yeah, I think you will meet this person. I think confidence is the key to doing it, where you work on you and take care of your stuff, be more confident. And I think you're confident already, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I think that will be the beacon. And I think it's not going to be all of that long. Oh, okay. I'm glad this helped. Yeah, I'm thinking it's not gonna be, we're not talking decades. We're talking, well, let's see, what can I do here? Let's see, how many months? Because I'm feeling it's more months. Pisces, okay. So, wow, it could be February or March even. Okay, hi Mary Kate. That one went away quick, but I think you said something along the lines of what do you need to do for the next step or stage in your life? I think that's what you said. So, okay, I'll answer that in just one second. Okay, so yeah, I would say life partner could show up during Pisces season, which is really fast. So, congratulations and let me know how that works out. Okay, so let's look at what Madam Kate needs to do next. Okay. Half the deck is under there, look. What do you need to release? What do you need to release? So, this is a tough question. What do you need to let go of? What do you need to release? What no longer brings value to your life? What's holding you back? This is tough work, sitting with that. Sitting there and being honest with yourself about what's working and what's not. I think, yeah, that's probably the next step, is releasing what no longer brings value into your life. No, what doesn't, and that's not just monetary value. That's joy. That's friends that support you. That's people that bring laughter to your life. It's jobs that help us grow and also help us fulfill our potential. It's the full gambit. So it's a lot, I know, but yeah, this is something where you can do it. You can release this. Let's see what your biggest pitfall is going to be with this. Bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius. Okay. And this is a pitfall we all have, isn't it? How do you release stuff? How do you get rid of things that you're attached to? How do you make decisions about people by still stay in that situation of love? Because it can feel really daunting to say, okay, we've been friends for a long time, but we want different things, and I'm not comfortable with you in my life. That doesn't seem like you're coming from a place of love, does it? But ultimately you are, because we have to be authentic with what's working and what's not working. And that's all of us. All of us have to be authentic and not just keep doing what we're doing because it's what we've been doing. People move in different directions. And yeah. So by releasing things, we give things a chance to grow, to mature. So while it may seem like it's a tough decision, it actually is the best thing for you and for them. Okay, so let's see how it's going to end up after you do this. A win-win outcome is forecast. Woohoo! So I think that's pretty straightforward. Oh, namaste. Thank you for that tip. I appreciate it. Yeah, a win-win outcome is forecast. I can't make this stuff up. I can't make it up. There you go. So basically, yeah, you're going to get back in balance. Things are going to flow. And guess what? You're probably going to start the best chapter ever of your life. And this starts all the changes that you're rooting for, that you're hoping for, that you're probably even afraid to talk about, because it's one of those things. When we feel like things aren't working, we almost feel like, how dare we hope for a happy ending? How dare we hope for that? But this is it. Your happy ending is coming along. And not to say that, your life is ending, because that's not what I mean. I just mean the next chapter is going to be more in balance, more successful, and more fulfilling than probably any other time in your life. So, yeah. Good stuff coming. Good stuff coming. Okay, so as I said, I don't have anybody moderating for me, and somebody just asked me a question right as I started this one. So if you would repost it right now while I'm looking at the screen. I know this is so professional, isn't it? But I don't want to skip you. I saw the question. It just went through really fast. And if I try and manipulate the screen to see this, I'm liable to cut off the stream. So I'll give you a second to repost it. Should probably be shuffling these cards, huh? But paying attention to the screen at the same time. Yeah, I think this is a really good deck. I think that it's pretty straightforward. I like the fact that, yeah, I mean, look, a personal issue reaches resolution. We saw that one a while ago too. But, that's pretty easy to translate, isn't it? It's not one of those, oh, will you be getting the job offer soon? Okay, let's see. Will you be getting a job offer soon? I think you will. Psychically, yeah. Let's shuffle the cards and see what they say. Wow, can't make this up. What do you need to release? Yeah, I think you will be getting the job offer soon. And what do you need to release? What's going on in your life that is stopping you from moving forward? So yeah, we see a theme here, don't we? We see this is a time of releasing things that aren't working. And yeah, okay, let's see what you need to avoid to get that job. Oh, a new card. Step out of your comfort zone. Okay, so I asked the question, what do you need to avoid? Because we would normally say, oh, okay, you need to apply for a job in a different situation, a different capacity. You need to, maybe go face to face, something like that. But because I asked the question, what do you need to avoid? Are you trying now to just get any job or a specific job? If it's something that is like a Band-Aid, just I need money coming in right now, I would say watch that, because yeah, you're likely to get the job, but it's going to stop you from getting the job that you really want, and it's going to take all of the time and energy out of your life. So maybe something temporary, yes, but keep trying for the position you really want. A specific one, yeah, okay. I would say, yeah, you probably are going to get a specific one. Hard work's paying off. Do we see a theme here? So yeah, I would say yes, a specific job will come forward. Don't settle for something before, because all it's going to do is just take a lot of your energy. And that's going to stop you from receiving the benefits that you need with this new job, if that made sense. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, I think it's one of those things, lots of job questions. I've been getting lots of them lately. I'm going to put those cards over there for just a minute so you guys can see that I really am shuffling. It's almost like there's magic afoot, huh? We keep getting the same cards. Shuffle these. Yeah, I think generally, I think the economy is going to continue doing what it's doing for at least the next 6 months. And then after that, we're going to see it stabilize. So we need to think about those types of issues. But also, we need to decide where we want to be if money wasn't a question or an option, which seems very far-fetched because, oh, the economy is going to continue to tank, and yet we have to make these decisions. But the whole purpose of that, the whole purpose of deciding is not to let money or finances control our life, because that's not what life is about. Life is about growing and connecting and evolving and chasing our bliss, chasing our purpose, and not being so caught up on the money end. And I know, easy to say, but yeah, things are definitely evolving. Okay, let's see. Does anybody have another question? I'm looking at the screen now, doing my best. Shuffling sounds in the background. Okay, I can see you guys out there. Yeah, overall, this is going to be a fast month. We're going to blink and it's going to be over. And that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing at all. I think there's going to be some extreme weather and probably another incident of violence too. Oh, those are two good questions. Okay. Will I find an agent for my book to launch my career as an author? Okay. All right, so we got 3 things. Will Madam Kate be safe where she's going? Look at the bigger picture. Yes, it's just a temporary stop before you go on to something bigger and better. Okay. What does the USA need to know? That's a good question. It's time to take action. Woo-hoo-hoo. Okay. It's time for us to take action and be more responsible for our own lives in the US. And stop being so, pardon me, as everybody clicks off here, brainwashed. We don't need more stuff to be happy. That's not where happiness comes from. And you'll know because I, like everybody else, like shiny stuff. Behold my shiny stuff, right? But having the newest and latest and greatest and continuing to buy and buy and buy is not how we end up with happiness. How we end up with happiness is working on our own shit and getting past our shit. And that's something that, people don't want to do. But that's how we end up with lasting happiness. So it's time to take action in our own life and not keep on the cycle that we're on currently, because it's not sustainable. We can't keep buying like crazy. We can't keep waiting for the next thing that's going to give us that rush of feeling that's going to make us happy for about 15 minutes. So, yeah, I think the USA as a whole needs to work on a long-term plan that's not based on money, that's not based on our capacity to keep shopping. So, yeah, it's not a popular ideal, but yeah. You probably are spiritual if you're here, so you probably do have some experiences with this. So yeah, I'm gonna say it. You need to journal. We need to meditate. We need to work through our issues. We need to do shadow work. We need to do the things that's really tough. The hardest thing you ever do, any of us will ever do, is work on ourselves. Yeah. But it's also the most rewarding. And it's the thing that will have the most impact on your home, the people around you, your family, and it will spread. It will spread because once you start working on yourself, once you start changing things, it will affect your family and your coworkers. They'll see a difference, they'll see a shift, and then they'll be more likely to do the same. And you see how it just ripples out, and we go from one home to one community to one state to one country, working for something other than just to get the newest iPhone. So, okay, yeah. Now, next question was about finding an agent to get your book, okay? To get your book sold. This would be a good time for me to plug my books, huh? Available on Amazon. Yes. The one I have out right now, this one, Mandela's To Relax an Angry Mind. People ask me for this, but it's really interesting. It didn't sell that well because a lot of people don't want to admit to being angry. It's okay to admit being angry. It's kind of like if you're not angry, you're repressing something, let's be honest. So, yeah. So you might actually consider that. You might consider self-publishing and starting there. I self-published books, and then from there had a publishing company contact me about doing some writing for them. So things happen in unconventional ways. All right, so let's see what's up with that. Okay, what's going on? Will you get your book published? Conclusions are within your reach. So I would say yes, yes you will. And you probably want to know how. So let's look at it, what you need to avoid. And I swear there's more than 3 cards in this deck. Time to take action. Okay. So keep sending it. Keep sending it out. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. Angry all the time. I have to look it up. Yeah. It's time to take action. It's time to keep submitting the book. It's time to start talking to more agents. Maybe look at also a smaller publishing house and see if that won't open a door. You can sign a contract that's not going to be lifelong. You can sign a smaller contract to get you in the business. So I think the statistics are something just horrible, like only 1 in 10,000 writers ends up publishing anything. But that doesn't matter because you are very close to achieving your goal. So keep at it, keep submitting it. Yeah, and I would say submit to maybe some smaller publishing houses and find someone who you can maybe even talk to. Yeah, a lot of authors do self-publish. Yeah, and like I say, that's how I started too. Um, it's it's a lot. Okay, should I stay in my current company or should I look for a better prospect elsewhere next year? Okay, Andy. Okay, be right with you, Andy. Yeah, it's not as frightening as it was, I think, to self-publish. So definitely, it's something to think about. And even if you self-publish something else, not the book that you're shopping right now, it gets you in the flow. It gets your stuff out there, and it also will teach you a lot. The downside, of course, is if you're self-publishing, you don't have that marketing machine. You have to do all the marketing yourself. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of pros and cons on both, but you actually get to keep much more of the profit. So, there's that. Okay, so let's look at Andy's stuff. I'm going to shuffle again. Since, you know, we got repeating cards again. Okay. Bear with me a second. Isn't this pretty? This is wood. I don't know if you can tell, but it's wood. I think it's for pendulums, actually, is what it's for a pendulum. But I just like it so much. I really love this design. And I'm probably going to say it wrong. Yggdrasil, the tree of life. I have this on the back of some t-shirts too at the Serenity store. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to tell you. I have some new limited edition stuff in the Teespring store, and I'm going to start taking out some of the other stuff because I went bananas in designing things. Evidently, that part of my soul was being I don't know, repressed because I designed so many t-shirts and so many things. Yeah, that it's way too much stuff. So I think I'm gonna go turn some stuff off and delete some stuff, and then yeah, we're gonna probably stick to a schedule with that. So yeah, this is like I said, this design is on a t-shirt for Serenity. Okay, whoops. All right, I have to touch the screen. Hold on here a minute. Okay, good. It didn't fall. It didn't explode. When you're working with energy like this, whew, man, sometimes the craziest things happen. Okay, so let me get your answer to your question. All right, Andy. I'm getting a lot of confusion around the situation. Like, go in this direction, go in that direction, change this, try this, do this, go back to school, get this job, move. I'm getting, you know, it's just like everything is confusion. Which, yeah, been there, done that. Yeah, so probably clear the energy around the situation. And you can do that by taking a break, going out in nature, smudging yourself, meditating, you know, grounding into the here and now, and not letting the worry take over. Okay, so what do you need to know, Andy? Luck is on your side. New moon in Sag. Okay. So another reason to stop the turmoil over this is luck is on your side. Things are going to work out. You are going to come through this and achieve the results you want. It's almost going to be like a synchronicity or a lucky break. You know, one of those things where, yes, keep working hard to make the results you want, but be open to have something just really random happen that changes everything. Okay, so what do you need to avoid? The energy is gaining momentum. Okay. So, oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it so much. What, why would you avoid this, right? Gaining momentum. Well, if it's fear-based, if it's worry-based, yeah, you don't want to end up with that type of energy being the focus point, being the point where you manifest from that, because then you're manifesting the worst case scenario instead of the best case scenario. And also, I know this is easy to say, not so easy to do, because when we're trying to make changes, there are so many factors, you know, you need to consider. Should I do this? Should I take option A, B, C, or D? Am I doing it at the right time? Am I going in the right direction? How is this going to affect other things? And those are questions that adults ask themselves. So, I mean, yeah, I totally agree. You're doing the right thing, but take a moment, step back, and don't manifest from worry. Okay. So, what do you need to know based on the best action to take at this point. Work through your fear. I don't know. It's almost like there's a theme. It's like I'm psychic. I don't know. Okay. So once again, I'll beat that drum. Don't come from a place of fear. Decide what you want. Go after it full-heartedly. Imagine you've already gotten the results you want, that you're there already. See it, visualize it, feel it, know it, and then voila, it will happen. And probably soon, let's see, weeks, Aquarius. Okay, so in the time of Aquarius. So we're not looking at, you know, June of next year. We're looking at Aquarius season. Hi, Sarah. Please give any advice and suggestions for my love life. Okay. So yeah, I hope this helps. And let me hear how things turn out. Okay. All right. I think I'm going to do this love life one and then probably call it because woo, I'm starting to get tired here. The energy is flowing. And yeah, the cards are flowing too. Okay. So, love life advice, and then we're going to call it. And thank you guys so much for tipping. I really appreciate it. I hope that helped, Andy. I hope so. Okay. Okay. All right, so take those out. Love life. What you need to know. Take time to breathe out. Okay, this is another card of relax, okay? If it's a quick question, if it's a quick question. Although I may not see it. So if you could wait just a minute, let me get finished with this and then you can post. Okay. So take time to breathe out, which is take time for you, take time to work on you, take time to enjoy life. And maybe while you're out doing something that you love, you're going to meet someone who shares the same interest, whether that is cooking, whether that is hiking, whether that is learning a foreign language, whatever it is, you're more likely to meet someone probably when you're out having fun doing something that you want to do rather than, you know, going somewhere to meet someone. So what do you need to avoid? Don't let your past hold you back. Okay. So if you've had relationships that were less than stellar in the past, and I mean, who hasn't, it could taint the way you're looking at people. Not everyone is the same. Even though it may seem like it, they're not. So don't be judgmental about someone just because they may have the same look or they may have the same profession or they may come from the same area. People are different. So yeah, and don't let past experiences that didn't work out stop you from finding love now. Okay, so let's say hard work is paying off, man. That question, I mean, that card just keeps coming up. I would say, yeah, keep at it. Be open to love. Be open to meeting people. And yeah, I think somebody is going to come along pretty soon. And probably during Capricorn season, which is coming up quickly. So, hi. Okay, so, yeah, let's do one more really quick. And then, yeah, I'm failing fast here. Okay. And I do apologize if you guys have been asking questions and I haven't seen them because, like I say, I don't have a moderator today. Hopefully the next time we do a live, do you guys want me to do another one? We'll do one maybe. Oh, good. We'll do one maybe, I don't know, between Christmas and New Year's. If you guys want. If you want, let me know. Okay. These cards back in so they can come back up because the message seems to be Keep on your path, keep working, keep moving forward, don't give up. Yay! Okay. I'm a Taurus. Will he communicate with me? Okay. Will he communicate with you? Yes, I think so. Bring love into the situation. Okay. Yeah, I think be open to it. I think he will. Avoid, show the world the real you. Avoid trying to be somebody else. Avoid trying to, oh, good. Avoid trying to be what you think you, quote unquote, make quote signs, should be in dealing with him. You know, if you think that you should be more prim or proper, or you should say this or not say that, yeah, throw that out the window. Yeah, I think just be you. Show the world the real you, and yeah, there will be communication. Okay. What do you need to do? Meditate and contemplate. Okay. And notice it's a Pisces card there. Yeah. So be open to inspiration, be open to synchronicity, be open to messages from the universe about him and about the situation. Yes, I think it is exciting. Let me know how it turns out, okay? But yeah, I would say, yeah, communication will definitely happen. Whew. Okay, guys, I've been at it almost an hour. Just want to know if I have luck in winning jackpot at any games like, okay, Leo, we're in a lucky time right now, but I don't feel like, oh my gosh, you're going to win the lottery. I mean, you might win $50, but I don't see you being the $1 billion winner. Can't wait. Thank you so much for doing this. Oh, thank you. Thank you for being here. So yeah, I would say we're in a lucky time, but we're not the only ones that are in this lucky time. So yeah, let's see. Winning the jackpot. Nothing will come of this situation. Yeah. So don't invest any money in any type of things like that right now, unless, you know, if it's just BS money that you can afford to, you know, lose, fine. Yeah. You might get a small return, but it doesn't look like there's going to be any major windfall. Okay, guys, I think I need to call it. My voice is going. This was so much fun. Why don't we do this more often? Yeah, I don't know, because I'm busy, right? I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for turning up, for watching the channel, for subscribing, for buying the books, for looking at the merchandise, for all of it. I appreciate you guys, and I probably don't say it enough. I do have a mailing list. I'll put a link to it in the description box in a few minutes on this video. If you guys want to get on the newsletter, we actually just last week gave away a $17 gift card to anything in the store. So, I mean, we do have freebies and things like that happen. So I do encourage you to become a member of the community that way. So thank you so much. Yeah, Reiki blessings to everybody. And know that no matter what's going on, you're going to get through this. We're ending the cycle, about to begin a brand new one that is going to be, what's the theme of the next cycle? To release negativity. Yeah. So it just gets better from here. Okay, I'll talk to you all soon. Reiki blessings. Bye-bye.